All right, here we are mid-afternoon in a beautiful Rosemead, California day, looking at an absolutely sweet, really a true survivor, 1952 Chevrolet Styleline Deluxe two-door sedan. Very cool car. We're going to walk around and tell you what we know about it like we usually do. I've had a lot of fun documenting this one. It's a great way to cap off a good road trip with a bunch of listings, but very nice. This is an all original paint, 36,700 and some change, or actual miles. We'll get around to that here in just a minute. It's all original paint except for the front and rear splash guards. He refinished those. There's actually some touch up in the trunk. It just but you'll see the character and patina on it, and it's an original twilight blue, I believe is what it's called. Underneath the hood here's a 216 cubic inch, the original one, obviously, and should be. We'll spend some time under the hood with you and talk about some minor updates that the owner did, some Fenton headers and Smitty exhaust, Smitty dual exhaust. Other than that, it's been lowered just a little bit. Other than that, all the factory trimming on this car, all the chrome, all the paint. You'll see some character here, a little bit of rub through on the hood there. It's actually spent most, if not most, all of its life before here it came to California on a corn farm in Kansas. And you know, when he did the detail and got it all cleaned up, and he's enjoyed it a little bit, but there was corn dust everywhere, and we share some of that with you in the trunk. Very dry climate car, no rust at all. You can find a little bit of character and age in the chrome, but this chrome is all original and wonderfully preserved. Nothing's been restored here. We'll come around to the other side here and actually cover some of that with you. A little bit of pitting here, but my goodness. This twilight blue is kind of a bluish gray or grayish blue, light blue. Has all original wheels, hubcaps on it, original fender skirts. All the paint on the car other than the front and rear splash shields is all original. A little bit of a garage or farm nick right there, just gives it good character. All the glass is the safety plate glass, so it has all original glass in it. Everything works on the car. We'll get inside and share some things here with you. You see the fit of the panels is all factory on this. Just kind of makes you grin ear to ear when you see a car like this. You want to step back and take a look at it. Let you take a look at it like this. Go to Spud's Garage. We'll have a bunch of still photos. Skirts fit perfectly. We actually fitted them in the car. The owner had them in the trunk, but I like the look with the skirts. This deluxe trim is just beautiful. A little bit of peppering up here. A little bit of thinness here and there. All the weather strips in the car are all original. You'll see the safety plate glass. Every one of these panels has the same glass in it. On the interior, all the door panels you see are all original, all door panels front and rear. He obtained some factory upholstery and had an upholsterer replace these sections of the upholstery that were actually a little bit of worn and tattered from over the years of hanging out at the farm. The dash has the all original finish on it. This original clock works. It's almost 3 o'clock, 5 to 3, and that's right on the money. It's a wind-up clock. We wound it up, and I've been watching it for an hour. Look at the heater here. This is all original finish on the heater. Underneath the dash, the radio actually works. So he did the front and rear seat upholstery, put a new headliner in it. Just to tidy up, you'll notice that the dome light works. I said everything works. Back seat. Breeze picking up a little bit. And the carpet in the rear is new, the rubber mat in the front. The doors on this, 3 on the tree, 216 cubic inch, straight 6. I think they called it a Thrift Master. Just the door is just unbelievable how well that shuts. Boom, like a bank vault. This car truly is a survivor. One of those cars is just fun to talk about if you go to a car show. 36,700 miles on it. Might find a little mark, thinness of paint, that kind of thing. These cars were finished in lacquer. The fit of the trunk is awesome. You can see a little bit of lacquer checking here, which would be typical for the age of this paint in certain areas. Depends on where the sun, maybe there's some light that came through a barn or that type of thing. Reverse lights actually work. Everything works on it. That's what old Joe says. I'm going to do 3 cars for this owner. This is a really special car, fun car. It's got that great vintage look, style line look. Fuel door here. There's a minor little ding repair here on the rear. But again, this is all original trim on it. I'm going to step back again and let you take a look at it here. All original hubcaps, again, spares in the trunk. We'll get there in just a minute. We're going to get you inside here. I wanted to remind you that all the glass in it, safety plate glass, all of it's the original glass. Again, the door panels, front and rear, are all original. Shifts like butter, starts instantly. We'll fire it up here for you in a moment after we go over the engine compartment with you. All factory wiring underneath the dash here. $36,767 miles at the time of inspection, and again, everything works on it, even the radio. We'll fire it up. I can't let the radio play very long because YouTube will call some kind of copyright infringement. Every time I start it up, I do that. I laugh. Anyway, gas gauges at a half tank, charge gauge works, temp gauge works here, oil pressure. Just idles ever so easy. I'll actually turn this on. It's got an old tuning reverb on it. Ivory knob. But the radio does play. I just don't play them for very long. All the sun visors, again, that's a new headliner. Here's the factory VIN and the factory location. Body tags underneath the firewall. We're going to cover that for you. Let you hear it idle here. We'll actually fire it up and let Joe rev it up for me. Just as quiet. Share the engine compartment here. Just like I said during the walk around, how these things survive the test of time. It's just amazing. Cars like this are finding a needle in a haystack or in a corn farm. Anyway, 216 cubic inch original engine in this. 216 cubic inch straight 6. The current owner has put a Fenton header on it, which is actually 2 headers, 3 cylinders, so it comes out dual exhaust in the rear. You can see where they're come out there. Firewall is all the original finish, just like the rest of the car. All the wiring on it, everything works. Has a Carter 1-barrel carburetor. These were rated at about 92 horsepower, roughly around in there, around 90 horsepower, I think. Runs absolutely awesome. We'll fire it up for you in just a minute. In fact, I'll probably spend a little bit more time talking about the exhaust when I get to there. Factory oil bath air filter, firewall. Wait till we get to the heater inside, or I've already covered that for you. I do these in segments, so sometimes I repeat myself. Come up front here, this is just a battery trickle charger that he's got up front. 6-volt system, original generator on it. And it just runs like a Swiss watch. I don't know about a Swiss watch, it just runs like a sewing machine. It's so easy. Model number 1011, 521011. We'll actually have pictures of that at Spud's Garage. I'm gonna have Joe start it up for you so you see how it starts. We'll let you hear it run and idle here. Amazing. Starts like that every time. You can hear the Smitties on it. It's got a Fenton header. We talked about that during the engine video, but let me go to the back here and let you hear it run. I'll get him to rev it up just a little bit. Do that again. Turn it around so I can photograph the other side of it. We'll get you in the trunk here and share the trunk. Rock solid, like we talked about. This thing's just time warp survivor, that's for darn sure. Bottom side of the deck lid here, take a look at the finish on that, which is original like the rest of the car. Here the front and rear splash pans have been refinished, and the owner mixed some paint to do that because they were just so from the corn dust sitting on them. We'll share the floor pan back here. This is actually discoloration that'll come off. That's corn dust actually. The barn it was in was on a corn farm. Anyway, you see that has a full-size original jack. This is the original spare wheel. All the wheels on the car are original. Some miscellaneous items here in the box. The original exhaust manifold because he put the Fenton header on it. We're going to cover the undercarriage here for you. This thing super dry Kansas underbody, 36,000 miles. Nothing's been messed with. The exhaust on it's been updated with the Smitties that we talked about during the walk around, and the dual exhaust off the headers in the front. Nothing but corn dust. Take a look here underside. You had to go through the brakes. It has the original wheel skirts on it. We actually put them on for the photo shoot here. Still has the gator wraps on the leaf springs. I've been underneath it. There's no rust on this car. It is rock solid. Cover down the rockers here. Small little ding right there, little garage stuff. Right, little right here. Character is what I call that. All factory suspension. These are all factory wheels, the original spares in the trunk. You've probably already seen that. Trying to give you a good look and a good feel. I know the camera gets a little dark at times. Car runs and drives fine. You've already heard it run. Too much fun. Like I said, rock solid, non-rust, Kansas corn farm type condition. Sure, surface is one thing, but there's no perforation or any issues on any of the body panels. Rockers are beautiful. Even a few spider webs go with it. There's the Smitties that gives it the little wrappy wrap. Anyway, we think you get the idea. Make sure you go to Spud's Garage. Alright, he's taking it back to his garage. Could be going to your garage. Make sure you go to Spud's Garage. Have a great day. Too much fun.